Hello, everybody. This is HazardofChaos here, back with another video, because, why not? I'm not just doing roast cords. I mean, as much as I've been doing that a lot recently. In this case, I'm coming back to you with another anime review video. I'm going to be honest with you, this review is going to get chaotic as fuck. You've been warned now. And, this is a result of this. I introduced some friends to some anime. Again. Some that apparently they've never even heard of until I basically opened my mouth about it. This one being called Sk8 the Infinity. Now, as you can see, I'm not alone here in reviewing this. In fact, I'd like to introduce all to the peeps who are going to be going through this video with me and reviewing it, talking about it, all that good stuff. So starting off, I'm going to introduce my Discord brat, Tama.
Hello.
My Discord nephew, Gigi, also known as the angry little shit when he plays Gungrave.
Was good.
And we have MizukiRavendale, the foxy floof of the bringer of death, or so she says. First, I think she's a tsundere.
You motherfucker. How dare.
I dare because I can. But yes, as I said, I'm here to talk about the anime Sk8 the Infinity with all these lovely peeps. All right, I'll just give you a short synopsis real quick. Basically, we're introduced to Reki Kion, who is a skater in Okinawa, and basically, he's a big skateboarding fan. Make no mistake. Then we're introducing the new kid in the block, Longa, a Canadian-Japanese boy who basically has returned to Okinawa, courtesy of his mother, because his father recently died. Basically put, Longa and Reki meet, they become fast friends very quickly, and Reki teaches Longa the fun of skating. And here's the thing that most people may not realize right after that, unless you pay close attention at the very beginning. Longa is a bona fide snowboarder. Literally has been trained in the art of snowboarding since he was only 2 years old by his dad. But basically, it's not just Reki and Longa we're going to be talking about here. We've got a whole bunch of people to go over with this review. I'm going to be honest with you, there's going to be some disrespectful ones going to be discussed in this anime, and some disrespectful content. You've been warned. And also, before I go any further, I'm going to let you know this now. Considering we're reviewing the entire anime in full thus far, this is a big-ass spoiler warning. You have been warned. If you complain about us spoiling it after this point now, you are an idiot for not paying attention. So,
this
yes.
is true.
So, like I said, we have the characters here. We have Reki. We got Longa. We got Cherry Blossom. We got Joe. We got Mia, Shadow, and, well, I'm just gonna get the elephant in the room out of the way now. We have the quote unquote Matador of Love, Adam.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
GG, at least hold off on shooting the bastard.
Fine.
At least for now. Like I said, where to begin? We got Reki. As I said, local skateboarder and skateboarding guru. I'm going to be blunt when I sum up Reki in a nutshell. He's basically the Senku, if you've seen Dr. Stone. He's basically the Senku of skateboarding in this case.
This is true.
He's also teaching Longa, over time, the fine art of skateboarding. Longa, snowboarder from Canada turned skater, rivals with Reki, Adam, and Joe. Now, Reki introduces Longa to the underground skating scene called S, which was technically founded by 3 particular skaters in this anime: Joe, Cherry, and Adam, who were once friends once upon a time. We'll get into that in a minute. So, I'm going to say it straight. This is the first time Longa actually is skating an official S beef, and of course, as the rule goes, if you're the new guy, you gotta race. Interestingly enough, now here's where it all starts. Reki basically is delivering a skateboard, a custom-made job, but he accidentally delivers the wrong board. Oops. To make matters worse, the board is pretty much, fucked up to hell and back, and Reki's being forced to skate on it, or would be if Longa didn't take his place. Now, I should point out Reki was injured in an earlier incident, But that's not here nor there. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Shadow, he's low-key kind of a dick when he races.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Longa decides, you know what? I'm gonna do this.
Without falling! Please don't tell me that's duct tape.
Like, he literally duct taped his feet to the skateboard, which, to my knowledge, according to my cousin, is a big fat no-no. But you know what? He was allowed to do it anyway, and surprise, surprise, he beat Shadow. And in a way that was unexpected. Naturally, he gets the fame of being the new rookie on the block. Which, of course, gets the attention of, well, that certain someone named Adam. Oh, dear God. I can already see where this is going.
Yeah.
Of course, we get to see Mia. And keep in mind, this is the youngest skater of the entire crew. He's only 13, for the record.
He's precious and needs to be protected.
With losers is not a good look. Well, later, slime boy.
Of course, you say that.
He's a
He needs a
little
fucking
shit.
gib slap.
No, he doesn't. You
He
can't give
deserves a
I
swift
know
kick in the
he's a
ass.
little shit. I know he's a little shit, especially which we'll get to eventually, what he does to Joe in the Peach episode.
I am mad at that one. But yeah, long story short, Mia is, believe it or not, a skateboarding expert and prodigy at only 13. And of course, he says he wants to challenge Longa.
I wasn't talking to you, slime.
You called me a what?
Now, keep in mind, I should point this out. He did this because he wanted to test his skill. Because, you know, rookie on the block somehow beats one of the local experts. Longa and Mia race, and Longa wins. Now, I should point out something real quick. Longa wins because of some very unorthodox skating on his part, but also because of the board Reki made for him. Yes, Reki makes skateboards.
It's my secret snowboard wheel sauce. I remodeled it to spin with movement so it can go sideways if he wants. That way he won't stress the board no matter which way he swings the nose.
Like, seriously, this dude is a genius with this when it comes to making them shits, I swear. He literally designed a skateboard that literally turns on a swivel without basically breaking the damn axles. Don't ask, because I'm trying to figure that shit out myself. I am no mechanical expert like this kid is, apparently.
He compared it to the wheels on a desk chair.
Which actually works.
Yep.
And it fit perfectly for Longa's style.
Yep.
If nothing else, if you need a skateboard, ask Reki.
Yep. It fits his style because he was formerly a snowboarder, and since he's technically not too familiar with skateboards, it's the kind of workaround for a former snowboarder turned skateboarder.
Yep. And of course, over time, Reki teaches Longa the value and beauty of basically learning to skate. Because, as Reki puts it, skating is infinite.
It's the best! No limits, only possibility! Skating is infinite!
He's not wrong.
It's almost like they're skating the Infinity.
Oh,
I'm gonna hurt you.
Oh, comes full circle.
Of course, it's Cherry who basically is the one who notices that Longa basically knows how to snowboard.
And the way he braces his feet is practiced. It made me wonder if he might be a high-level snowboarder.
Yeah, Cherry's the one who picked this shit up first. And as for Cherry, if you're not sure who the fuck he looks like at this point, and though I should have been obvious, he's a dude that looks like a pink-haired Byakuya Yakuchiki dressed in white and purple. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. Just thinking of that now, it's making me. Oh God,
And then there's Joe, his childhood best friend and polar opposite, in a number of ways. Joe basically put big dude is a chef by day, and basically put the man's got muscles on his muscles, possibly literally.
Oh Lord.
And of course, he's got fangirls every day. I think half the time he's in a scene, he's got fangirls all over him.
Yep.
One wants to marry his fucking abs.
I beg your pardon?
Oh man.
I was about to point that out. Like when we were showing Gigi, literally the episode where they're all screaming because of Joe and Cherry skating in, literally I didn't notice it when I first watched it, but I noticed it this time. One of Joe's fans literally yelled out, "I want to marry your abs."
I can confirm this.
And I'm sitting here going, why just his abs? Marry the whole guy. What the fuck? He owns a restaurant.
I have no words for that one. So I'm going to say it is what it is.
Marry you a man that can cook, not a man that has abs. Let them be less words here.
And then after racing against Mia and winning, then introduce Adam. The most flamboyant, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, he's a bit low-key psychotic. The best way to sum up Adam, in all honesty, basically put, he's like the love child of Dio and Hisoka.
Ew.
And then takes that to a very high degree.
What the fuck?
Ew.
Yeah, and I'll just be blunt. He basically develops a borderline obsession with Longa. God damn it, Gigi! What did we just say?
That wasn't me.
Wait, that wasn't you?
I think
Oh,
that's
that was Ken. I'm being said.
Oh my god! Of course.
Wait, what? What happened?
It was Finn doing the fire shots.
Yeah. I might as well say this now. Technical recording, basically, with my friend Fenn literally listening on this bullshit. And because Longa apparently has this inborn talent, Adam basically thinks that essentially Longa is basically someone that he can mess with. And I'll just be honest. He basically eventually starts up a tournament down the line. And of course, he wants to face Longa. But of course, Reki's not going to have that shit because apparently, and this goes back into Reki's backstory a little bit. Apparently, low-key, Reki once had a friend who basically once raced with him, but that poor sap wound up in the hospital. And Reki ended up being terrified of the possibility of Longa ending up the same way. And while it's not outright stated, it's heavily implied that that friend Reki had that once skated with him basically quit skateboarding as a result of the trauma and severe injuries he suffered. That being said, Reki basically does not take it well when Longa agrees to face Adam at some point.
And what if I will not take it back?
I'll make you.
The best way to sum it up, Reki not only pissed off about basically Longa potentially being in danger, but also Mia being outright disrespected by Adam because Mia basically lost. Reki decides to challenge Adam. As brave as an idea that is, it was also turned out to be a big fucking mistake. Because when they finally do race, I'm gonna be honest with you, Adam pulled one of the most disrespectful moments I've ever seen. And y'all can vouch for this. He literally had the audacity to literally sit back at the starting line while Reki took off and had a 2-minute head start.
Man literally sat there and smoked a cigarette.
Yep, talk about how good his tobacco was.
And he said this ain't gonna be the only pack I'm smoking. I'll come for that.
Oh, he did. He took off like he was a Naruto runner right down the hill, and in less than 30 seconds caught up to Reki.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, he wasted no time.
Literally.
Wasted no time. Wasted time only to waste no time.
Yep.
Exactly.
Next thing you know, Reki is literally terrified as he sees Adam literally right on him. And I'm gonna be honest, that was horrifying to see because how the fuck you gonna be all the way back there and then all of a sudden you're right on somebody like it's nothing?
Adam jump scare.
Yeah, pretty much.
God dang it, Tom.
What the Not only that, but then Adam does the most impossible thing that it just shouldn't have been possible, but it happened anyway. Gigi, what the fuck?
That's not even me. My hands are on my controller.
Fine, I'll let that go this time.
It was probably fun.
Of course. The long and short of it is this. Adam literally does the impossible. Not only does he pull ahead of Reki without any effort, he literally turns on a dime, going back uphill and using this bullshit move called the love hug, which literally sends Reki flying on his ass. And all Adam has to say is, that was just the appetizer. I'm still looking for the main course.
Someone was having fun, but it wasn't Reki.
Just, what the fuck, my dude?
All 4 of those gunshots were me on Adam, by the way.
No shit.
At least wait until after the trial. Damn.
Then basically put, Langa and Adam do race, only for it to be interrupted by the cops.
For real? We've never had a cop problem before. Why now of all times?
So I'm wondering at this point, who the fuck called the cops?
Oh no, 5-0 scatter.
That's basically what happened. Of course, they go on a beach trip, mostly for Reki to recover. And needless to say, they do have fun, but it also results in one weird night of basically racing and getting jump scared by random people and covered in mud. I'm trying to figure that one out. Though at one point during the beach trip, and Mizu was the one giggling at this one the most. Don't you dare lie about this, Mizu. Basically Joe was basically hitting on the girls again. So Langa, Reki, and Shadow are making fun of Joe doing this shit. Mia decides to actually do something about it. Actually, no, before I even go to that moment, I gotta go to one other moment before they got to the beach. Literally, when Joe was hanging out with a couple girls on the same fucking boat ride as Shadow, Mia, Langa, and Reki, here's where it gets hilarious. Cherry shows up right then and there. It's like, oh shit, you're here. And they start arguing like a couple of angry bitches. This entire time this is going down, Mia is literally just like, you know what? Fuck this. He has the most bored look on his face, whips out the Nintendo Switch, and starts playing on it. Not giving a fuck.
He's just like, you know what? Nope.
He says, I'm not having none of this shit.
I was like, y'all ain't gonna be fighting out here, so if y'all not gonna fight afterwards.
No. And go to the other moment. Moment where Mia basically decides, you know what? I'm gonna mess shit up. So he literally walks up to Joe, pretends to be his kid. I'm like, oh no, I can already see the 100 ways it can go wrong. And of course, he says, Daddy, mommy will be upset. I'm like, oh no, you did not. It gets worse. He points towards Cherry, who, sad for him, he does look like a girl. And because of that, the girls walk away. And Mia's just being it's grinning like a little fucking Cheshire cat.
Clinging to Joe's back.
I think he has some repressed feelings for Cherry because the way he looked at his legs, like, oh shit. They look at
It's just common.
I'm just like, oh, who's this? Oh, it's Cherry.
He's like, oh, who's the way over there?
Oh, no.
Leg down, damn you. Why should you be a woman?
Now, all things aside, after this beach trip, they go back and Adam decides he wants to start a tournament. Because...
Oh, no, not the tournament.
Yep, the tournament. So, of course, Reki is having none of this because Langa basically still agreed to race Adam again. And Reki, I'm going to be honest with you, I wanted to smack him upside the head because he went a bit of a jealousy streak at one point. Well, I get that it was partly born out of worry for Langa, but still, dude, you need to get your shit straight.
Wait, Adam showed up again, and he said, I don't care, dude. You know how much I hate him, right?
Anyway, as I was saying, Reki and Langa almost have a falling out until basically Langa in a race, while he barely beats Joe, I should point out he was facing Joe at one point in the tournament. Now, here's where another highly disrespectful moment happens. I'm sorry, Mizu. We gotta talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it, though. I wanted to wring Adam's neck for doing it.
All right. In any case, because Adam decides he's doing a bit of picking belts on who's facing who. He basically picks himself, and he's like, and of course Adam is all he wants to face longer early, but nope, he has to face Cherry.
Best of luck to you.
This is a mistake. You're not the one I wanted to fight.
Long story short, Adam and Cherry are going neck and neck, basically. Now I should point this out real quick about Cherry. If you wonder why his skateboard's kind of like all high tech and shit, newsflash, it is a high tech skateboard. Built in with its own. Yep, he literally built an AI skateboard. I shit you not. Now, keep in mind that Joe has made fun of him for this fairly often.
Dude, you're talking to a machine?
She's Carla. Have some respect.
Carla. Figures you'd give your board of girls names that you can't get a real one.
But long and short of it is, Cherry was actually winning at one point until Adam decided to be disrespectful. Adam basically pulls ahead, and like a maniac, he does again. He tries to love hug, but that don't work. So basically put, Adam decides, you know what? I'm gonna do something different. He then goes ahead of Cherry again and does, in my book, this is just out of pocket.
Damn! Fatality.
He literally jumps off his board, Naruto runs at him, and smacks Cherry in the face with the board.
Which knocks Cherry the fuck out.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
And
It knocked Cherry back so badly, it fractured his neck.
Yep.
At least save for the trial, damn it.
I want to shoot his leg.
Basically put, Adam wins by default because Cherry got fucked up. Now here's the fun part. Initially, Shadow was supposed to race against Adam further in the tournament, but Shadow got attacked outside his workplace. As a result, he wound up in the hospital. So Reki had to take his spot. And keep in mind, Adam is not amused. He has to face Reki, somebody he basically wrote off as basically nobody. Now the thing is, when Reki supposedly finally gets his head off his ass, he actually basically gave Adam a run for his money. No joke. Now keep in mind, throughout this entire race, Adam is basically bullying Reki, beating the shit out of him the whole 9 yards. And the thing is, the one thing that works in Reki's favor, Mother Nature, aka the rain.
Yes.
And now what fucks Adam over a bit and gave Reki the edge he needed to, keep in mind I'm gonna have to say almost wins because I'm gonna be honest with you, Adam won by a fucking hair. I'll just say it short and sweet. Adam basically was at a disadvantage because, surprise, the rain kicks in, and from Adam's own perspective, the rain is a skateboarder's worst enemy.
It does nothing but ruin decks and sabotage grips.
Now, normally, a skateboarder like Reki would probably have problems with the rain, but nope. Unlike most skateboarders, Reki already had a plan. One, he was counting on the rain, because he knows the weather pattern. Two, he made his custom-made a skateboard for all-terrain weather.
He's got wheels for rainy weather. They have special grooves on them so he won't slip through the mud.
In fact, because of this, he pulls ahead and almost wins. I say again, almost, because unfortunately, right before he hit the finish line, his board broke down. If not for that, he would have won. And I remember Gigi was especially disappointed about this.
Yep.
And not just Gigi. Mizu, you were especially mad about this.
I was, because it's like he was so close.
Mother Nature's going to do so much.
This is true.
And, well, give Reki some credit. He did give Adam a major run for his money.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
And of course, I'm gonna have to point out one funny moment within the anime real quick, and I think some of y'all will get a chuckle out of this. Basically put, because of the rain, Adam tried to basically whack Reki with the board again, only for it to backfire because, well, Not only did Reki not fall for his shit a second time, but he fell flat on his face. Yes.
Yeah, he did.
That was some funny shit, I ain't gonna lie.
He got what he fucking deserved, you piece of shit.
Well, Adam basically was feeling a little bit salty because of the near loss he suffered. So this is the part where I should warn you now. This is where Adam, like, if you didn't think he was fucking cuckoo crazy before, this is where he goes completely unhinged. He literally goes to a tailor to get a custom-made suit and basically his board even gets a new design. And I'm like, oh shit. So because of the storm from the last race, they can't use the original course. So they use the more dangerous and banned course. One that's over a big ass cane that where one wrong move and you will die. Alonga and Adam race, and for the most part it's neck and neck. Longa almost loses himself for a moment because he's caught up in, as Cherry puts it, the zone.
State of being that can happen for the best athletes. Like when batters can't see anything but the ball heading toward them.
Now, thankfully, Longa snaps the fuck out of it so quickly. But it was a near thing. Had he not been careful, he would have died.
Yeah.
Now, thankfully, Longa, through both basically getting his head off his ass and also simply put, doing what Reki told him to do in the first place, just enjoy it. This is a literal thing that not only basically helps Longa win, but surprisingly enough, it helps redeem Adam. Now, I don't know about y'all, but on the one hand, I just want to pimp slap him. But you know what? He did get some redemption, and believable redemption at that. So,
with a fucking member,
of course you would. Now, let's get straight
or
to...
not, you'll suffer.
Now we've gone through the plot in a nutshell. Let's get to the characters real quick. There's only a few major characters, so we're just going to get straight to the nitty-gritty here. So what's your thoughts real quick on Reki and Longa? Don't everybody start at once.
I was just waiting on Tama to yell out gay.
Tama?
Look in the general, no Mike. That's my answer.
I like them. I like their characters. Though with Reki and the jealousy thing, I wanted to Gibbs slap him.
Mm-hmm. Can't fault you on that one. But yeah, with Reki, I'll be blunt. Like, he's definitely a very chill dude where he's not basically, you know, going through a whole jealousy phase.
Yeah, he really is.
And if nothing else, skateboarding time runs in the family because we get a scene at the end of the series, well, at the end of season 1, really, because season 2 was announced some time ago. We did get a scene at the end of season 1 where his sister pulls off some pretty impressive skateboarding herself, and she's
trying to teach the twins too.
Yep. So, like, again, the talent might run the family. You never know. As for Longa, my honest opinion of him, he's too casual at times about certain things, and like it's like sometimes he's either like not all there or he's not paying attention. I can't tell which with him.
Yeah.
Like, Blanca, bud, you good? Like, I feel like that's sometimes the case with him. And of course, because of some bad phrasing on Longa's part, his mom makes a mistake. At one scene, assuming that he was dealing with issues over a girl. I'm like, oh no. I think she needs to at least set the record straight here.
That was hilarious.
Oh my god. All right, Gigi, your thoughts on Reki and Longa, because you've been awful quiet so far.
Listen, they're just about best of buds. They're the Captain America and Bucky of this.
You're probably not wrong.
They're friends till the end of the line. Can't say I'm wrong either.
True. We're gonna go straight further into the characters real quick. So, Cherry Blossom. Since it's clear we've all talked about Reki and Longa at this point. Unless you got something to say, Mizu, regarding those two.
No, I'm good. I've said my piece on Reki and Longa.
Okay, and Longa?
I agree with what you said about Longa. I did have moments when we was watching, like, Longa, you okay? Are you okay?
Anyways, let's go on to Cherry Blossom, or basically his real name, Kaoru Sakayashiki. Basically put, I'm gonna say it straight, he's a pro skater by night and a calligrapher by day. Created his own AI named Carla. He has a very, dickish personality around him, especially people he cares about.
I'm working right now, you dimwit.
So am I, douche.
Come on, let's bet on it, Kaoru.
Don't ever use that name again.
Idiot!
And he's he's extremely analytical. So, thoughts on Cherry?
I'm just walking away. This is the moment when I walk away and go hide for.
You are dumb bad for Cherry, I swear.
Shut up! I'm leaving. They just say right.
Yep, you are down bad for Cherry.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
At
least I'm not yelling out to want to marry someone's abs, okay?
That is true.
Fair enough. We'll let you have that one. You're still down bad for him.
Exactly. Hey! Fuck you!
Okay, so Mizu, since you clearly want to say something about Cherry, go right ahead. We are all ears.
I'm just gonna quote myself on how many times I have done this every time that one scene comes up when he's riding his motorcycle.
I'm gonna ride ahead. Wanna come?
Well, yes, I would like a ride.
Of course.
Giggity.
Ha. Anything else?
I like Cherry's character, even though I know a lot of there are some people I know that wouldn't like his character, but I like it.
Sure, and the fact that he also voices Diablo and that time got reincarnated slime is definitely not a factor.
Shut up.
Tama, your thoughts on Cherry?
My thoughts on Cherry?
I'm all ears.
Well, not just what I said about Reki and Langa, but also
No, Cherry and Joe, gay, homosexual, gay.
Yeah.
Well, that's been implied, but it's clear that's not the case. But people ship him and Joe very heavily.
Yeah. I can attest to this because when I was looking up pictures, there was a lot of those two.
But I'm definitely jealous. I wish I could write as good as Cherry does. And also, I think he could pull off a dress and makeup.
You're not wrong.
You saw how Joe was staring at his legs? Like, ooh, sexy leg.
Joe even had a fake blush on his face too. That didn't help any.
Yeah, that is exactly what I said. Like, ooh, lady. Oh, god damn it. First time he's not baited by Cherry's legs either.
Well, it's also clear from that shot, apparently Cherry shaves his legs.
I think we all got baited by that, in all honesty.
I'm the one who did it because I had a feeling something was not right. That's why I was very suspicious. The very first time I watched it, wait, I'm very suspicious. Because I've seen Mia's, when Mia pulled that shit, I'm like, wait, I've seen his parents. What the fuck is Mia trying to do? Because my suspicions were on high.
Mia being a little shit.
Me. Yep.
Mia is a Cherry and Joe's shipper.
Damn it.
So, Gigi, your thoughts on Cherry?
Honestly, not really.
Yeah,
I don't have anything. He's a really good character.
Fair enough.
He reminds me of a couple of people in our friend group who are like him.
And those people being their ass.
I'm looking at you, Hazard.
Fuck you.
Am I wrong?
The fact that Riku said the same thing a while back does not help. You know, my own thoughts on Cherry. At least the man loves his craft.
Yes.
Yep.
And the sad part is, like how he charged his own friends with part of the bill for his hotel stay. You know what? I would have probably done the same thing if Joe basically forced me to pay out of my pocket for them. So I can't get mad at that.
Oh my god.
Alright, so moving on to the next one. Joe, basically, or his full name, Kojiro Nanjo. Chef by day, skater by night, he's very charismatic with the ladies, prides himself on his muscles and physique, well known for his quote-unquote power break skill in skating. And Cherry's childhood best friend.
Copycat? I'm not copying.
Then go to the back of the line.
You're cute, but I'm not budging.
Now, if you wonder what the fuck I mean by the power break skill, there's no easy way to sum up than this. Man literally literally using his own body as a medium. This man literally does a handstand on a skateboard, jumps off with it, and literally kicks the side of a cliff to boost his momentum. And I should point out, when he does this, he leaves a big fat crack in the cliff.
Motherfucker is literally a human body.
Yeah,
I need him to teach me that. I'm not taking no for an answer.
Like, wait a minute, I need you to teach me that. I need to leave big dents and cliffs.
Well, technically, Longa ends up doing it too in the final race against Adam.
Just without leaving a crack the size of his fucking foot in it.
Yeah, without that.
Yeah, but to be fair, Longa's not built like Joe is.
This is true.
No.
I should also point out real quick, before I forget, because it was briefly mentioned in the anime, regarding Joe and Cherry, apparently, at one point, Cherry was apparently a very lonely kid. And Joe was one of the only people who was willing to put up with him.
Damn.
Oh.
Like, basically put their shift very heavily. There's no two ways about it. Which is probably... Which, I'm gonna be honest, it's just funny in its own way.
Yeah, those shots we see of them together are very close proximity with the insinuated romantic tension.
Like the time Cherry was demonstrating how Adam does the love hug.
Yep.
I think I still have the gift for that.
Hold on, let me grab it.
So basically, knowing all of this about Joe, being a chef, basically being apparently very skilled in multiple different types of cuisine, especially Italian food, one has to wonder, what's your thoughts on Joe for all of you? Like, you know what? Since knowing Gigi, he doesn't have much to say, and I see Thomas found the GIF.
Yeah.
Yeah, point blank. So, what's your thoughts on Joe, Gigi?
We're gonna be the best of friends. Because I'm an Italian food addict, okay? Me and him are gonna be the best of fucking friends.
Joe
I'll even work there.
And despite his ladies' man attitude, Joe is actually more responsible than people give him credit for.
Surprisingly.
He at times has a team dad-like behavior.
We're going to be the best of friends. I can see it now.
But yeah, that's basically okay. So you and Joe will be the best of friends. Can't fault you on that. What's your thoughts on his skating?
You have to teach me that goddamn move. Fucking hell. You gonna have to and again, I'm not taking no for an answer. Look at me.
And then there's this. This is how, like, I just got a GIF here. This is how basically Joe sometimes skates, which is unusual in itself, given that he basically makes his whole body basically like the board.
My man's literally planking on the board.
And getting away with it in style.
Yep.
You know what? More power to him for that, I guess. Tama, your thoughts?
I hate that he reminds me of two characters. He reminds me of Taiji with the fucking haircut and his build. But also reminds me of this one other character from fucking visual novel, I guess you could call it.
That being...
Oh, baby. Well, it's more of a gacha game, really. It's called Oh, Baby.
Fair enough. But yeah, like, overall thoughts on his character development and all that?
I like like his character. He fucking kills me sometimes with some of the scenes he's in. Like, you think
That is
real?
fair. That is completely fair.
But I like his design. I like his personality. It's funny.
Yeah, Joe is
And it's
definitely
cute.
like when he wants to be serious, he can be serious. When he wants to be, you know, basically be a jokester, he can be a jokester all day.
Or
Yeah.
as Cherry calls him, a gigolo.
Or when he called him a dimwit.
Yep.
Yeah, that insane when he calls him a dimwit's hilarious.
Yep, pretty
Yeah,
much.
he's definitely a skilled skater.
That should be obvious, like given how basically he knows his in and outs of skateboarding. He's been doing it for literally years. Like if I take a rough estimate how long he's been skating with Cherry and at one point with Adam back when they were still friends, I'd say at least a decade or so, give or take.
Yeah, because him and Cherry both are they're all three of them are 26.
Yep. I'm not gonna lie, I thought in all honesty Joe was younger looking at him.
Yeah, and then you actually look up their age, they're all 26.
Yep. And that brings me to you, Mizukita. What's your thoughts on Joe?
The man's a chef. Give me the food.
Okay, that is true. That's true. Give the food.
Give me the food.
Man knows his cooking.
He's a good chef and a good skater. Give me the food.
That is completely fair.
Unlike his friends, I would get with this guy for the food.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Fucking
think we said all we could about Joe at this point. So next one on the list, we got Mia. The best way to sum up Mia. Basically put, Mia is initially a condescending little shit. But he learns to have fun with skating again after, you know, Rolanga beats him and Reki tells him he needs to fucking, you know, relax and unwind sometimes. He ain't wrong. So yeah, thoughts on Mia, Tama.
He is a little shit and deserves a swift kick in the ass and to dial back his condescending behavior. Like they're trying to help you.
Well, he did technically dial it back after Reki and Longa taught him a lesson. So, character development?
Yeah, I guess, but it was also kind of funny how he pranked Joe.
Not to mention he blackmailed Shadow into driving them everywhere.
Yeah.
Give him that much. Gigi, your thoughts on Mia?
I'm gonna give that motherfucker the biggest gib slap upside the fucking head.
Why?
That's what he did.
Why?
That's what he did. Forget about that life. Matter of fact,
That was crazy.
shit. Mother, I do not care if he is he's my adoptive brother. I'm slapping him upside the head.
Okay, Mizu.
Mia is indeed a little shit, which I have adopted as one of my anime children.
Somehow I'm not surprised by this, even now. Anything else?
I also agree with what Thomas said. What he did to Joe was hilarious.
I think I saw the screenshot of that, by the way. I'll need to post that later.
I just like the fact after Mia gets off his back, there's like little cat scratches on Joe's back.
Oh, fucking hilarious. I will admit that.
That was hilarious.
Oh, sweet merciful heavens. Yeah, needless to say, Mia is quite the mischievous little bastard.
Yep.
Next, we got Shadow. Basically an underground skater, literally called Old Man by Reki and Mia, and works at a flower shop. Now, this made me feel a little bad for him. He also had a crush on his manager at the flower shop, but sadly, his films were never returned.
Yeah, sadly. Poor guy.
Even after he literally risked his life to save her from an attack in the parking lot. That's an ouch.
Yep.
So, thoughts on Shadow? Because this is the same guy who technically threw firecrackers at people during the race.
I don't like what he does during races, but when he's not racing, he's actually quite a nice guy.
Fair enough. Anything else?
Anyone else can jump in at any time.
Thomas.
He reminds me of Magma from Dr. Stone with just his face and his attitude towards people.
You know what? I can't get mad at that. It's now that I think about it, he does look a bit like Magma.
Like, he's a dick on and off of the skating scene, but when he's around his crutch, he turns into a. Am I allowed to say the word? Am I allowed to say it?
Simp.
When he's around his crush, he turns into a massive simp.
You're not wrong. He does like such a 180. Like watching him, it's actually kind of unnerving to know that he's the same dude who literally basically broke Recky's arm and basically throws firecrackers at people just to be that guy.
And if he really didn't want to be around them, he could have simply cut ties with them at any time, but he still sticks around. So it's like, do you really hate them as much as you say you do? Or are you just saying that just to keep up a front?
Who knows anymore? Anyways, Gigi, I think you might have something about Shadow or not. I have no idea.
Listen, in all honesty, he kind of looks like an off-brand. He looks like an off-brand member of the dudes from Kiss.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I can see it.
At most, he's getting a flick upside the head from me.
Damn, that's
not fired at Shadow. Damn.
Not the flick on the chrome dome.
I mean, you're not wrong, so I can't even argue that one.
I mean, if need be, I'd probably punch him in the fucking shin for what he did to Reki.
Damn.
That's fair. That is completely fair.
I'm going to chime in real quick.
Okay.
I'm surprised no one made a raccoon joke. You're
Oh
welcome.
dear God, I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it.
I didn't want to make that joke.
I can't unsee it.
I didn't
Oh dear
want
God, I
to.
can't see it.
I was kind of thinking it, but I ain't say it.
I can't unsee it.
God damn it.
Dude, firecracker.
I knew he did. I just didn't want to say it. I am not the biggest fan for Coom, let's be fair.
Same.
You do well. Anyways.
Next. Oh boy, we're gonna have to get into the next set, and this one's gonna be a bit of a doozy.
Oh, no.
Adam and Tadashi. So first off, we have Adam, the quote-unquote matador of love, and basically he's a politician who's basically trying to make his way up in the political world at the demands of his aunts.
Who are bitches.
And basically put at night, he's a pro skater who's been pretty much nearly undefeated. Keyword I say nearly because he eventually does lose.
Bitch.
He constantly endangers both himself and his opponents in races during S. Now here's the thing, he was actually taught by his butler/assistant Tadashi. And of course I should point out he has very little to no respect for his opponents, in fact putting several in the hospital via severe injuries, including Cherry.
Yeah.
I should point out, to be fair, Adam has been severely and mentally abused, like physically and mentally abused since childhood by his wealthy and prestigious family because they are insistent that he does everything to hold up the Shindo family name. This is especially true in the case of his aunts. This has fucked up his mindset so badly that the concept of love is pretty much warped beyond reason with him.
Yep.
I should also point out one other tidbit about Adam I forgot to mention earlier. When it comes to his childhood, it was not a happy one. Like the only happy part of his childhood was literally learning to skate.
Yep.
And then his father decided to try and take that away from him by setting a skateboard on fire. Needless to say, Adam's life is pretty fucked. So, thoughts on Adam?
Oh my God.
It's time for the Haggard combo, motherfuckers.
Of course. I should have seen that one coming. But yeah, long and short, yeah, I only have this to say about Adam. Like I said, like I'm gonna be blunt. Given what I said about him being a combination of Dio and Hisoka with Tony Hawk's skateboarding skills, this motherfucker needs help.
He
I'm not
does
even
badly.
going.
I can agree on that one. He does.
He needs help. He needs, I don't know what kind of help, but he needs help badly. For all I fucking care, might have to put him in a padded room or some shit. This dude is fucking bananas.
My dude needs to be separated from his dad and rehabilitated.
Which could take years.
Yeah.
I should also point out, one of the things Adam is known for when he's basically mocking his opponents, not just the whole waiting by the start line bullshit. Oh no. If you see him tap dancing while he's on a skateboard, that means he's about to ruin your fucking day. You've been warned.
Yeah.
So, seeing as Gigi does not wish to speak of Adam at the moment, Tama, what's your thoughts on Adam overall?
Oh. My dude was just an absolute menace in the beginning up until he finally got a taste of what it's like to lose.
Yeah.
And then it seemed like he had finally fucking seen the world for what it really was for the first time.
You know, all it took was him finally losing a race for once.
This is true.
Yep.
Anything else?
All I can really say is, where was his mom in all of that?
I imagine his mom probably died early in his life.
It's always the moms that fucking die, man.
Either that or worst case scenario, like this is the alternative. I've had that question on my mind for some time, but odds are his mom probably was forcefully kicked out of family or something at worst, if not dead. Well, let's be fair. It's no big secret. Adam's family life is not a happy one.
No.
I want to chime in on that. I actually have a theory.
All right.
And the theory is that either she was kicked out or killed based off of Adam's aunt.
That's a disturbing possibility in itself. But yeah, I digress. Like when it comes to Adam, for better or worse, basically we don't know what happened with Adam's mom. It was never explained. We know his father died at some point, and his aunts basically had full fucking reign on his life from that point forward. And his aunts were bent on turning him into a clone of his father.
I could see his out, or her passing away for whatever reason it might be, or she probably left. But that's left to be confirmed or anything like that.
Yep. Now, I might as well go into it. All right, Mizu, your thoughts on Adam?
I do agree with what Tama said. I don't like how he was doing his skating and stuff, but once he finally got the taste of losing, his eyes finally opened to the world instead of him always being in solitude.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
Proven with the ending thing where he pretty much...
He jumped out of a chopper just to pay them a visit.
Yeah.
Adam, I swear to God. And your thoughts on him initially?
My thoughts on him initially is I don't like him, but I'm waiting until see what they do with him in season 2 before my opinion might be changed on that.
I just find it funny that basically... I just find it extremely funny that he technically shares the same English voice actor as Gajeel from Fairy Tail.
That still shocks me that it's the same fucking VA.
Like, unfortunately for me, thanks to Justin telling me that info. Fuck you, Justin. I had a split-second thought of basically Gajeel acting like Adam.
No!
Blame Justin!
No! Red Panda Bro, why?
Again, blame Justin. He practically put it on my head.
No.
Thankfully, that was extremely short-lived, but still, the thought was there for a little bit. Or basically, for example, Adam acting like Gagio, like, you know, early, like, Fairy Tale.
Oh, early Fairy Tale, gosh, you, oh dear God.
Yeah, he was quite the menace. Not that Adam wasn't already a menace, but I digress. Anyways, Gigi, your thoughts on Adam, besides the obvious?
I'm going to strangle him.
Murderous intent, noted.
No,
I'm just
not
gonna
murderous.
No, you're gonna strangle him like Homer does to Bart Simpson.
Oh no, much worse.
Oh, brother.
You're fine. For us.
I think we should move on to Adam's ants before this gets more violent.
Yes, please.
Okay, so Adam's ants. I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet because there wasn't much I could honestly write about them without basically wanting to drive myself insane with anger. Long story short, there are a trio of other bitches who literally go out of their way to basically force Adam to follow their every whim, dictating his every detail of his life. In fact, we even get a scene where Adam basically has multiple nasty lashes on his arms. I'm not showing that scene for good reason.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, but they can literally be guilty of child abuse alone from this. But again, the long and short of it is they basically have severely abused, and essentially dictated his life at every possible opportunity because basically put, they're all concerned about keeping the prestige of their family name above literally all else. Now, surprisingly enough, Adam technically finds a loophole with their fucked up conditioning. When a politician that his aunts are close friends with ends up in a bit of a scandal. Adam decides to take some of the blame for it. However, he basically threw the other politician under the bus.
Yep.
And the initial plan was to make his own secretary, Tadashi, take the fall. And unfortunately, to my knowledge, this has been a fairly common thing in certain circles. So yeah, if you're working for a douchebag, fair warning, they might throw you under the bus. Life lesson learned.
Yeesh.
Unfortunately,
with a boss like that.
Your point blank is Adam's aunts bad people, plain and simple.
Yes.
So basically, put, I think it's obvious who's our favorites in all of this. Mizu. Cherry's your number one favorite. Let's be honest.
Along with Joe, Ricky, and Longa, and
Mia, of course,
and Shadow. I do like Shadow.
That is
he
fair.
has his moments.
Tama, your favorites?
Ricky, Longa, Joe, Mia. I just want to punt him into the sun.
Okay, Gigi.
I have a natural dislike towards children. Don't.
Okay, understandable.
Honestly, it has to be Joe.
No surprise.
Joe Mama.
My honest favorites. As much as I hate Riku for pointing this out, Cherry is one of my favorite characters. Because Cherry prides himself on using his intelligence.
That is fair.
I also, I'm not gonna lie, Reki's another favorite of mine because he reminds me of myself back when I first learned how to draw. Like, because I was very excited about learning how to draw because the possibilities for me were endless when I was growing up. But that's one of the reasons why Reki is one of my favorites. He reminds me literally of myself when I was younger. And the last one, I'm gonna be honest, Joe, because let's be fair, he has the same level of cooking I do. There you go. Those are my favorites.
It's fair.
And why Crossy drools over him.
She has said that Joe reminds her of me.
Yep. That's what I said.
But yeah, I think it's safe to say we have pretty much wrapped all this up. Any like last minute statements before I close this off?
If you guys want to watch Skate, give it a try.
Yeah.
It's on
GG.
tearing Adam a new one.
What?
Wait. What'd you say, GG?
Dibs on tearing Adam a new one.
Of course.
Oh my god. Save that for the roast court.
Yeah. Anyways, with that being all said and done, I'm gonna give my own personal rating on Sk8 the Infinity real quick, seeing as we've gone through this entire review. I'm giving this anime an 8.5 out of 10, but here's why. I'm taking 1 point off because Adam's answer bitches, and 2, in some places I feel like we need to get more on, especially on Reki's backstory a little bit, because that kind of irks me a little bit. We don't get we got pretty much everyone else's full backstory for the most part, except Reki's to an extent.
Reki. Yeah, I noticed they do family dinner. His dad ain't there.
Yeah, and like I said, I feel like we need to look a little more context of Reki, just a little bit, honestly. But I give this series an 8.5 out of 10. Tama, your score?
I would say between a 9 or it's really good, but it's like you said, they pretty much gave every character but Reki a backstory, and Reki's is not fully there. Like we get to meet his mom and
We
his
see
sister.
the whole thing, and we see the whole thing of his friend being put in the hospital. But so I feel like that should have been fleshed out a little bit more. But I find the fact that this is one of the few times an anime has been done before a manga, because there's no manga for this anime, for the record, at least as far as I'm aware. So because of that, we're kind of going in blind on this. I imagine they'll probably do some explanation on that, but it's whatever. Mizu, your score on this series?
My score is probably around yours and Tama's, 8.5 or 9.
That's fair.
I really enjoyed it though.
That is fair. Gigi, your score?
I'm gonna give it an 8.8.
Really?
An 8.8.
Yeah, because
I'll just round up to a 9.
It's a really nice anime. Don't get me wrong, but Adam and his aunt exist, so it would have been a 9. But nah.
I'll just put you down for an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So yeah, -1 because Adam's aunt exists.
And Adam, of course.
You are never letting that go, I can tell.
He's not. He's really not.
But yeah, like point blank, I'll also go straight to closing on this. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I will be putting the links to everyone's channels in the description down below. And please, for the love of God, if you do want to check out everyone else's channels, not just mine, these people need subs, not just me. Come on, spread the love around. Anyways, and also don't forget to ring that notification bell, because sometimes YouTube's notification system be complete ass. But I digress anyway. So yeah, again, leave a like, comment, subscribe, enjoy this content, and I will make more like this in the future at some point if I feel like it. Depends on my mood. In any case, later, peeps.
Bye.